Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and this is Friday Power Flow. In the background, you might hear Winston chewing on his dog toy while we practice. And practice is exactly what we're going to do. Come on to your mat and join me. We'll get started in Child's Pose. Thanks for being here today. Coming onto your mat. And come into your Child's Pose. You can take your knees wide with your hands forward. Maybe knees together, arms alongside. Whatever variation you're in, take a big breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale, fill up. And a big exhale, empty out. And if you are not practicing with me today, if you're just curious about this whole yoga thing, that's okay. Because wherever you are, you can still take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Feeling where you are right here, right now. Feeling your hands, feeling your feet, feeling your breath in your body. Another big inhale. And a big exhale. And this is one of the pieces of our practice that we can pretty easily take off our mats with us. Our breath, connection with our breath. And as we connect with this breath, a big inhale. And a big exhale. It assists us in being present, being in our strength and power, but also at ease and in joy. So together, let's take another deep breath in. And a long breath out. And I do hope you enjoy this practice as much as I do. Here, come on up to your tabletop, your hands and knees. Set your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and move through a couple of cat-cows. On your inhale, lift your gaze, your tailbone, let your belly drop. Then as you exhale, round your spine. You can tuck your chin into your chest, lift out of your shoulders. A big breath in, chest forward, tailbone up. You can take your gaze up, and as you exhale, round your spine. So go ahead and move through a couple of these in your own time. Adding in any additional movements. So if you want to make some C shapes, you can. Right, whatever feels good. And then coming back to a neutral spine, take your hands a little more forward, tuck your toes under, and come on up into your downward facing dog. Or come back down for your child's pose. Set your gaze here, traditional drishti, or close your eyes. And we'll take another big breath in and a long breath out. Traditional drishti can be really helpful on or off your mat. Helps you to see where you are, remember where you are. Sometimes it gets distracting though, right? Because we are used to letting our eyes wander. It's just a practice, setting your gaze, and I think that it is whatever works best for you. So if it works for you, helps you to focus by closing your eyes here, then absolutely do that. Let's take another deep breath in and a long breath out. Let your head hang down, maybe a little bit of movement here if you want to walk out your dog. Fingers are spread wide in your downward dog, and you can soften your heels down. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Another big inhale here. And as you exhale lightly, step or jump to the front of your mat. Set your feet, soften your knees, and rise to stand. Come all the way up. Reach your hands, lift up, take a big inhale, even go back. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Set your gaze here. You can lower your gaze or close your eyes. Winston has stopped chewing his toy and is now settled down, made a bed for himself, and he's giving me the side eye because he heard his name. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, you can set an intention. Let's take a big breath in and a long breath out. As you inhale, sweep up, reach and lift. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back to your high push-up. Move forward, halfway down, low push-up, elbows squeezing in. Pause here, you can drop your knees or come all the way down. Big breath in, upward facing dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Or stick in a child's pose. Take a full breath in. And a big breath out. And your heels don't have to touch the ground. In fact, if you find your heels are on the ground, I invite you to lengthen out your stance a little bit. And maybe allow for a little more length in your spine, your arms, the backs of your legs. Take a long inhale here. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Once more, deep inhale here. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, hands high, heart lifts. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga low push-up. You can step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Set your hands and feet. Again, set your gaze or close your eyes. There is so much visual stimuli in our everyday life these days. All around us, the stuff that we look at on our devices. So if you are setting your gaze, really intentional, one unmoving point. And if you're closing your eyes, it's to help you either way. It's to help you focus your attention inward. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet. Big bend to your knees. Feet can be together or apart. Reach your hands high or work with your hands at your heart. Take a long breath in. Then a long breath out. Sitting down and sitting back, but at the same time strong through your core. Lengthening up through the sides of your body, crown of your head up towards the sky. Heart lifts. Take a big inhale here. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana. Spin your back foot flat. Come up. A little bit of space right to left between your feet. Big bend in your front knee. Long and strong through your back leg. Interlace your fingers at your low back. You can put a towel or strap between your hands. Dip into your front knee. Ground through your back foot. Start to lift your chest. Lift your heart. Your arms can lengthen. Back behind you. Knuckles extend down towards the ground. Take a deep breath in. Then a long breath out. Another big inhale here. And as you exhale, humble warrior. With your fingers interlaced. Hands start to fold forward. Hands come up and over. You might rest your torso on your right leg. You might find you have room to get both shoulders inside the right knee drawing into your center line. And maybe you can drop your head. Drishti will help here. Sending your gaze to one unmoving point will lend to physical balance. Notice if you hang out with your toes, a little bit of softness. Take a full breath in. Then a big breath out. On your next inhale, come back up to your warrior one. Open out, warrior two. Setting your feet here. Right foot is flat and straight. Extend through your arms. Soften your shoulders. Let your shoulders track right over your hips. A big breath in. Then a long breath out. Dip into your front knee. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Lifting from your right hip. Take a really big inhale. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Little push off with the back foot. Right hand lands in front to the right of your baby toe. You can have your left hand on your left hip, or you can take your left arm up to the sky. Now really grounded through your right foot. Strong through your right leg, strong core. As promised in my last video, my least favorite pose right now, twisting half moon. Let your left hand come down towards the ground, drop your left hip, bring your torso pretty much to parallel with the ground. A block, if I had one, would be really helpful under my left hand. I forgot it. Right arm extends out to the right, and then up towards the sky. You are twisting to your right. Right leg is active and engaged, long through your spine. Take a really big inhale here. Drop back to your warrior one. Open out. warrior two. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior, exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps again, warrior one, come up. Open out to your warrior two. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Go ahead and straighten your right leg so you're in your reverse triangle. Grounded through your feet, active through your legs. Come through center, reach as far forward as you can. Triangle, Trikonasana. Right arm lengthens down, left arm lengthens up towards the sky. It's funny because years ago, half moon was my least favorite pose. Really disliked half moon. And one of my friends who's a teacher said, you have to just embrace it. Every time you hear a teacher call half moon, you just have to say to yourself, this is my favorite pose. I love this pose. Take a deep breath in, then a long breath out. I did it, and it worked. Ground through your feet here. Let your top arm draw you up to stand. Drop your hands, pivot around towards the front edge of your mat. Step your back foot in halfway or third of the way. Take your right foot a little to your right. We'll set up for twisting triangle. Right hand on your right hip, left arm up to the sky. Reach forward and down toward the ground. Left hand lands. Again, block is helpful. Maybe left hand on your right ankle. Right hand to your low back. Draw your right hip back. Come to your halfway lift. Right arm goes out to the right. And then we begin to twist to the right. Just like in our twisting half moon. Active through your legs. Guess what? One more. Twisting half moon. Left hand under the left shoulder. Little bit of lift. Keep the twist. Lift your left leg. Breathe here. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Maybe lighten up on that bottom hand just a bit. A big breath in here. Half moon. Right hand comes down now. Left hip starts to roll open. And if you lose your balance, like I just did, not a big deal. Press out through your lifted heel. Open up. Take a deep breath in. Lightly drop back to your warrior two. Nice work, everyone. Right hand high reverse. Exhale. Hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Another big inhale here, exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, lift and reach, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, high push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Here, come on forward to your high push-up. Drop down to your forearms, your forearm plank. You can have your hands apart or together. If you interlace your fingers, just do it softly, lightly. Shoulders tracking over elbows. You can have your knees lifted or you can drop them down. All right, either way, strong through your core. Just enough lift with your hips and your shoulders that you're not collapsing. And imagine, or even feel, that you can get a little bit taller here. So the crown of your head drawing forward, heels pressing back. Take a deep breath in, then a long breath out. Breathe in, and breathe out. A big inhale, and a big exhale. Take another deep breath in here. As you exhale, come all the way down to your mat. Flip over onto your back. Set your feet like you would in bridge. Reach your hands towards your feet. Lift your head and shoulders from your mat. Now take your right hand towards your right baby toe and then your left hand towards your left baby toe. So we're going to sneak in a little more core. Just going side to side. Strong core for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Draw your knees to your chest. Find a little bit of forward and back movement and then rock up and into your boat pose, Navasana. In these shorter videos, I feel like we don't get a lot of time to focus on core. Abs are one of my least favorite things. Teaching abs is one of my least favorite things. So come on into your boat pose. So I'll add a little more today as well. Heart is lifted. You can always have your feet down, hands forward or up overhead. Steady breath for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles, rock forward, plant your hands, and make your way back to your downward facing dog. You can move through a flow. or just step back. It's not that I don't like doing abs. I just don't like, well, it's not that I don't like teaching them, right? But I like teaching other poses more. Take a full inhale and a big exhale. And I do think the whole time we're practicing, we are practicing strengthening our core. If we're aware of what we're doing with the different parts of our body and how they all work together. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Lift and reach. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Take a full breath in. And a long breath out. And I do love sun salutations, so we try to get in a bunch of those in these shorter practices. Take a long inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana. Chair pose. Sit down. Sit back. Reach up. Set your feet so they are even. They can be together apart. If the weight of your body has come forward into your toes or the balls of your feet, shift back. Bring your hips back. Bring your knees back. Strong core here. Belly and up. Heart lifts. Take a big inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Come up. Set your feet. A little bit of space right to left. And feel if you have room to bring your right hip back and your left hip forward. And even press through both feet. Here, interlace your fingers at your low back. You might put the opposite thumb on top. So switch all your fingers. The non-habitual way, interlace your fingers. Start to lift your heart. Keep that big bend in your left knee, long and strong through your back leg. You can put a towel or strap between your hands if that works better for you. Lift up, shoulders roll back. Take a big inhale, humble warrior. Start to fold forward. Some teachers call this ostrich. Your torso, again, might rest on your left leg if you have the room. Both shoulders inside the knee. A little bit of balance here, maybe surprising amount of balance. If you can drop your head, drop your head. Take your time, soften your toes, steady breath, a big inhale. Then a big exhale. On your next inhale, rise up to your warrior one, open out. Warrior two. Adjusting your footing, checking and feeling your feet. Right, strong through your core. Long and tall and upright in your upper body. Extend out from your center. Lengthen through your arms, your fingers. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Keep that big bend in your left knee. Take a big inhale. Now half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand reaching for the ground. Black is nice to bring the ground up to you. Right hand on your hip, or you can take it up toward the sky. And you might explore where you land your left hand so you get the support you need from it here. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Now setting up for twisting half moon. Right hip rolls down, right hand comes down under your right shoulder. Again, a little bit of lift here goes a long way. Left arm goes out to left. Bring your torso parallel to the ground. Lift your right leg. Now the twist. Yes, the left arm goes up, but it goes up as you twist through your spine. Lifting through your left leg, lift out of your right shoulder. Take a big inhale. Lightly drop back to your warrior one. Open out, warrior two. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps again. Warrior one, come up. Open out, warrior two. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior, and start to straighten your left leg. Reach up, go back, reverse triangle. And then come on into triangle. Trikonasana, reach forward. Left arm extends down, right arm extends up. Feel that your feet are set. You can always adjust. Set yourself up for stability, for some ease here. So even when you're not crazy about the pose, you can still enjoy the whole of what you are doing. Take a long breath in And a long breath out. And yes, it's your practice, but it's also your life. Enjoying what you're doing in your life right here, right now. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Ground through your feet, top arm draws you up to stand, drop your hands, pivot around toward the front, the back of your mat. Take your left foot a little to your left. We'll set up for twisting triangle here. Left hand on your left hip, right arm reaches up for the sky. Block is nice in the right hand if you want to grab it. Start to reach forward. Right hand comes down under your right shoulder. Left hand to your low back. Right hand on a block, tented fingers, or on your left ankle. Long spine, left arm goes out to left, and then the twist. Crown of the head forward, tailbone back, legs are active, keeping this twist. Right hand under your right shoulder if it's not there already. Start to lift your right leg, our twisting half moon once more. So a little bit of lift can be really helpful. Really wish I had grabbed my block, but oh well, here we are. Take a big inhale, now half moon, left hand comes down. Start to roll your right hip on top of the left. Doing the best we can, one breath at a time with what we have available to us. And we do have a lot available to us within ourselves. Our practice helps us feel this. Take a big breath in here. Lightly drop back to your warrior two. Left hand high reverse. Exhale. Hands down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Take a full breath in. And a long breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise up. Lift and reach. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Come on forward to your high push up. Come back down to your forearms. All right, so we have time to sneak in a little more core. We're not sneaking it in. Shoulders track over elbows. Here, lift your right foot. Take it out to the right. Tap it down lightly. Bring it back to center. Right tap. Center. Right. Center. Right. Center. Right. Center. Right foot down. Left foot lifts. Shoulders over elbows. Strong core. You can drop the right knee. Left foot goes to the left. Taps down lightly. Center. Left. Center. Left. Center, left, center, left, center, left foot down, holding here, strong through your core. Knees can be lifted or lowered. Breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower all the way down. Flip over onto your back. Set your feet, this time for your bridge or your wheel. Hips width maybe a little bit wider. A big breath in. Come on up. Any variation of bridge or wheel, any combination. And maybe next time we'll focus a little more on back bends and heart openers, because that's something else in these shorter practices that I feel like we don't have as much time to give attention to. Because I like the flow, I like the asanas and the vinyasas. Feet are set, toes are soft. Bridge or wheel, lifting up, lengthening through the sides of your body. Set your gaze here, one unmoving point, or close your eyes. Take a long breath in, and a long breath out. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Come onto your back, soles of your feet together, knees wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. Big breath in. Open your mouth, empty out. And draw your knees to your chest. Come on into your happy baby. Long spine, a little bit of movement if you like. You can extend one or both legs if that feels good here. Spine long from your tailbone out to the crown of your head. And bring your knees to your chest. Some forward and back movement so you can rock forward, plant your hands, and make your way back to your downward facing dog. Stick in your vinyasa, your flow. Just step back. You can add in a tabletop with some cat-cows if you like. Here in your downward dog, feet together and forward, right leg to the sky. Lift up, bend the right knee, down dog, hip opener. You can flip if you like. And come on into your half pigeon. Right knee forward. Feel your left leg lengthen behind you. Maybe adjust where you have your right foot. A deep breath in. And a long breath out, lengthening. Letting your head land, whether it's this variation or the variation on your back. Letting yourself land. A big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. I do think that all of the movement, I feel it, all of the movement, it helps us loosen stuff up, clear it out, and then we can settle in. Practice certainly helps us with focusing our gaze, helps us with focusing our attention, choosing what we want to focus on, which is so helpful in our everyday lives. And hopefully, if you are practicing with me, you're noticing that your practice is assisting you in your everyday life. Take a big breath in, and a long breath out. I love the practice, the asanas, the flow, vinyasas. But I love how much it does help me, and has helped me, continues to help me in my everyday life. And that's so much of why I teach and share this here. Set your hands under your shoulders, back to your downward facing dog. Right? Maybe a three-legged dog or a little flow. And when you're ready, feet together and forward, left leg to the sky. Steady foundation, bend your left knee for your down dog hip opener. Again, the option to flip and come on into your half pigeon. Setting yourself up here, a big inhale, and a big exhale. If you've wandered off, come on back into your body, your breath. Feel the little places where you might be able to soften. Allow yourself to be a little more supported. Allow yourself to be enjoying your practice, but also enjoy in your life. Take a full breath in and a big breath out. Hands under your shoulders, come on up. Sweep your back leg around, lie down on your back. Setting up for Shavasana, you can add in any last poses, variations that feel right. Legs out, up, Supta Baddha Konasana. And take a big inhale here. Empty out. Here you can have a little movement to your body, and taking your time. When you're ready, you might draw your knees to your chest, roll to one side, and slowly come on up to seated. Hands to your heart. Set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. Together, let's take a deep breath in and a breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for practicing with me today. Twisting half moon. You like it? You don't like it? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about twisting half moon and this whole practice. And I recorded this practice on Thanksgiving Day, 2023. And so I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you all for practicing with me, being a part of this community, helping me create this community. Thank you all for your support. All the links you need are below. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. I'll see you soon.